So I think we're going to talk a little bit out, when we led into this, it's been a tough market for a lot of people.
If you are a buyer or buyer's agent, really the topic today is how do you navigate this? How do you keep positive?
We went to, I think we kind of thought of like 4 different groups. You got your buyer's agent, you got your buyer, listing agent, you got your seller. So if you're a buyer's agent, what should you be doing now? What would you recommend to the average buyer's agent? Like, hey, I know there's a lot of tears, a lot of anguish. What do you tell them?
You need to set expectations up front that these things are happening, because the issue I'm seeing on the listing, when I'm a listing agent, I see offers coming in, and say we get 10 or 15 offers, you'll have typically 5 pretty good ones that are like all really competitive and really strong, and then maybe 5 that are like decent. They're putting their best foot forward probably with what they could afford to put forward. But then you're also getting like 3, 4, 5 offers where agents are putting stuff in at ask price, which is hilarious at this point. You're the buyer's agent that's listening to that, like, where no one's gonna laugh at you, and some people are jerks. I'm gonna laugh behind your back. I'm not gonna tell you.
Not to your face.
But like, you need to know that. Like, as an agent, like, please know we have 17 agents on our team. Our sales meetings revolve around, guys, you need to be setting expectations for your buyers, because if you're telling them, oh sure, we could ask for closing costs or a home warranty or appliances or full inspection, let's nitpick them on repairs. Sellers don't care right now. Sellers are like, look, if you're gonna nitpick me on repairs, I'll just take one of the other 15 contracts that I got.
And I was thinking, as someone who works really close with our team, I was soliciting some information from some of our listing agents, because I want to provide that to some of our buyer agents to say, hey, like, look at this graphic. This is something you can share with your clients. This is an internal thing. And it just says, like, look at some of the characteristics of accepted offers. Like, what are you noticing here? So if your client sees this and says, like, oh, I can't do this, or I'm never going to do that, well, then it's possible that this might not be the time for them to buy a house.
Yes.
Like, if they can't do that. And so it's all about just educating your clients and saying, hey, I know it's tough. This is the battle we're in. Arm yourself to the best of your abilities.
See, because you're going to frustrate your buyers if you're not giving them the expectations. And then they end up firing you down the line because they're like, we've written on so many things. Why aren't we getting it? And then if you come in like 6 offers down the line and start telling them, well, now you need to bid up or you need to do this, they're going to start asking, well, why didn't you tell me to do that on the last 5 dream houses that I found? I really wanted that one. Why did you tell me that this is what I needed to do, right?
If you're an agent and you're listening to that and you've got a client who just won't listen to you, we're not talking to you. Well, we get that, because everyone's had clients like that where just like, you're saying, hey, you need to be, and they're just like, nope.
Shake their hand.
Hey, it's been great meeting you.
I don't know if we're a great fit. Hope you can get with somebody that maybe has a little more time. I'm not that person. It's not you, it's me. Think about it. You don't have time, guys. You know how busy you are as agents right this second. Not me, everybody. Think about this. If you're going to make your $6,000 to sell a house and then pay your splits and pay everything else out, like, people complain about that, but they don't realize the work that goes into it and how many people you don't sell houses to and how many people don't work out. Now, if you do that for this same person 5, 6, 7, 10 times before you even get it to close, you showed them all the same houses you would have showed one buyer. You wrote all of the paperwork. Really, the only thing you didn't do was go to a home inspection on about 10 deals.
You did all of the work except for get paid for it.
So that's the thing. Have strong, like, if you're new, you may not have some of the agent relationships that are, a little bit advantageous for people that are maybe in the business and they're dealing with agents they know all the time. Maybe I hate to say it, there's like beneficial treatment when you know the agent, you know what I mean? Like, you'd rather deal with somebody you know and you know is going to get the deal done, especially when you're dealing with, appraisal overages and all of these things.
Especially if your client says, hey, I want a smooth deal. Maybe that's not the most money, but I want something that's going to go. I'm not going to have a heart attack. Well, then, now if you're a buyer.
Yeah, so now as a buyer, we're going to tell you all the things your buyer's agent should be telling you. Right? Because, again, they're not. We get these agent offers that are like, please see our strong, full-priced offer. And then those are the ones that bug you more than anyone else. Like, did you accept it? What's going on? My client wants to know. He's really anxious. He really wants this house. And, like, you feel bad, but you have to finally text them back and be like, guys, I haven't made a decision yet, but please know you're 10 out of 10. You're not even close.
Last place.
In no world would we take your offer or even counter your offer, right?
I was thinking, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, man, I would like to purchase a house. I'm a buyer. I'm a prospective buyer. I'm an aspiring buyer. Just know, one, don't fall in love too quick. You got to be very level-headed. We were joking a little bit. I've got a client who they're awesome. They're like two of the funniest people I know, and they've got like really cool jobs. But they're like super cynical people, and like even when they find a house that they like really like, they're like, "Oh man, this house is gonna be so great. We want to see it." Then they're like, "I'm probably not gonna get it though." And it's just like you've got to be very like you don't want them to be depressed, but just say like, "Hey, stay level-headed and realize that this right now is a competitive sport. You got to compete, and if you don't want to compete, then this might not be your time either."
And it's not just going to change overnight. So like for these people that are like, I'm going to wait it out for a year or two. Well, if values are up another 15% by next year, then you just crushed your budget by 15%, which is a huge margin, right?
The rates
and then
go
if
up.
rates go up, then you're killing yourself. So again, the whole reason for this podcast isn't to deter you. It's actually to hopefully help you and encourage you to say, all right, this is what I need to do to get into a house now, so that hopefully I can grow some long-term wealth over the next 4 to 5, 10 years on this inflation run. You know, whether it corrects or not, I think people are going to be okay in the long run, no matter what.
It's all about an investment. Take care of your investment.
We can get more aggressive with the sellers. Like last point, like I know some people are like, well, the market's up. Can we ask a little bit more? Can we do that? Yeah, there's certain leniencies we can pull that like 2 years ago, I would have told you I don't want your listing. Like if you had tried to pull it on me, I'd have been like, no thanks. I appreciate the business, but like we just don't do that. Now the market is hot enough where we just need the inventory. So if somebody says, well, this is the comp, I want to list $5,000 higher, like I'm typically okay with it. We can make an adjustment if we need to, but if stuff's going for 10 to 20 to 30 over, if I'm 5 off, most likely it's not even going to be a blip on the radar.
market
So
will
it'll
find
correct itself.
Yeah.
So like I said, we can get you top dollar if you call us. You can reach out to me at 804-536-6100. You can also follow me on Instagram. And Galen?
You can always reach me at 804-274-9016.
So smooth.
I love that
Every
part. It's
time.
my favorite part.